If your team got guaranteed money, tell them call me.
Whoop. Make me say, my.
I done been around the world.
Yeah, I was made for this.
Player Performance with J.A. Cavalier.
Welcome to NBA Player Performance on this Tuesday, the day after Martin Luther King Day. 5 games, 4 lines, over 10.5 points. Will there be blowouts? Will there be tight ones? I got 2 top plays for you guys. I am your guest host, the Shark, in for J.A. Cavalier. He will be back tomorrow. Luke Shuey off all week, not off, making money for you guys. A 7-1 prop card yesterday for the prop master. We don't wait around on NBA Player Performance. All business, no fluff. First play, the buy hat is engaged. Taking the Knicks in Brooklyn tonight at minus 10.5. Now steamed up in the last 10 minutes to minus 12.5 for good reason. The Knicks come into tonight's game on a back-to-back. They played yesterday afternoon at Madison Square Garden against the Hawks. Conventional wisdom says sell a back-to-back, and the Knicks have not been good in this spot this year. 1-4 ATS, second leg back-to-back. However, this is a different spot. Those first 5 were all 3rd and 4 final leg back-to-back. Significantly more fatigue, and tonight's game finds the Knicks with 2 full nights of rest before yesterday. Of course, a matinee yesterday, getting last night off, and 3 full days of rest after tonight's game, not playing again until Saturday night against Sacramento. So the Knicks will be able to leave full effort on the court tonight. You talk about Brooklyn. Brooklyn has been an ATS darling all year. This team is not very good straight up, but they are 24-19 against the spread. However, the tides are turning significantly for Brooklyn. Started 14-5 ATS, now 3-6 ATS last 9. Even more specifically, 0-6 ATS last 6 at home in Brooklyn. And this is a terrible calendar spot for the Nets tonight. The Nets haven't played a home game in 2 weeks. They just played 6 consecutive road games at the West. Denver, Utah, Portland, 2 in LA, and Oklahoma City. World travelers. That does not translate to a home outcome coming home. And the Nets are 0-4 ATS last 4 at home off a previous road game. This is the 3rd matchup of the year between these divisional rivals, and the Nets have played the Knicks tough, going 1-0-1 ATS. But key point, a totally different roster. Those 2 games found Dorian Finney-Smith, who now plays for the Lakers, Dennis Schroeder, Warriors, and 3 injured players for the Nets, Cam Johnson, Ben Simmons, and Cam Thomas, who scored 43 points 2 games ago against the Knicks, propping up the Nets covers. This is a heavy road line. The Knicks laid 9.5 points at home most recently. This should move to the Nets in their home gym. It is not. This is a heavy blowout line for the Knicks for all the reasons I just stated. We have the Knicks to win this game on the average by 15 points. Let's dominate. Next game on the card, we are going to the West Coast, and we're not taking the chalk in this one. We're taking the Wizards at plus 13.5 for 1 unit. Interesting spot here tonight for both teams in this game. Washington is historically awful straight up, 6-35. However, they are a very above average 8-10 ATS on the road. They constantly get big lines. They're very scrappy and young, and the opponents don't take them seriously enough to cover these big lines. The Lakers are also in a terrible calendar spot tonight. They just played the Clippers. They have to play this one-off against the Wizards at home tonight before they get a national game on Thursday night at home against the Boston Celtics followed by another national road game on Saturday night at the Warriors. The Lakers are 4-4 ATS at home against the East. We know when to buy, we know when to sell. When the books don't like them numerically, the opponent will cover, and that is the story here. Last year, with similar rosters, Washington played the Lakers tight twice, and it is the psychology I suggested before. The Lakers don't take this opponent seriously. Home game last year, Lakers overtime win, 134-131. Jordan Poole showing up big on the LA stage. And most recently, April 3rd of last year in Washington, Lakers win by only 5 points. Jordan Poole playing very well again. Poole will ball out tonight. LeBron James was seen at the national championship game last night for college football in Atlanta, sipping on some wine or cocktails. LeBron is obviously the driving force for the Lakers when he's not at home resting before this game, but in fact partying on the other side of the country. That is highly disruptive, and it speaks to the psychology of this game. The Lakers purely will not be at their 100% quotient tonight. Take Washington to keep this close inside of 13 points, and let's dominate. 3 other games on the card tonight, nothing we love, and that's why the Prop Master does have props in these games, as I mentioned, on Telegram. Follow in the link below. Portland at Miami. Miami getting Jimmy Butler back. Miami slightly improved. Portland in this window with Chauncey Billups and a younger roster. Very good as a road dog at the East. You don't love laying big number with Miami tonight. We would lean towards Portland unofficially. Orlando at Toronto. Revenge game Toronto. Toronto has been very scrappy in their home gym recently. Major injuries on both sides of this game. Really a toss-up. And final game on the card. Philadelphia in shambles. 11 games under 500 in Denver tonight. Denver's laying 13.5 points. We have no idea who's playing in this game. If you want to bet on this game, I would advise you go shoot some dice in a casino. A complete, utter toss-up. 2 top plays for me on this card. NBA player performance on this Tuesday. Knicks -10, -12.5 now, and Washington +13.5. I will be back tomorrow with J.A. Cavalier. We have a huge card tomorrow, a lot of divisional games, and data is immense. Luke will be back next week. I am your host, The Shark. Stay fast, stay strong, stay disciplined, and let's dominate.
Cut my life into